The musical Wicked has grown into a worldwide phenomenon, enchanting audiences with its iconic songs and unforgettable characters. Its remarkable success once inspired a theme park attraction in Japan. This innovative adaptation opened with Universal Studios' Land of Oz, bringing the popular tale to life in a new way. This is the story of Wicked, a short-lived show that brought Broadway magic and the characters of Oz to this Osaka theme park.
Universal Studios Japan さあ、ハリウッドの興奮に飛び込もう。誰もが楽しめる初めての体験。ハリウッド映画から生まれたムービーテーマパーク。興奮、感動、笑い。Feel the power of Hollywood. Universal Studios Japan.
The idea for Universal Studios Japan began in the early 1990s, when Osaka officials and investors sought to bring a world-class theme park to the city. By 1996, Universal had officially partnered with Japanese investors to make the park a reality. After securing licensing agreements, construction began 2 years later. Universal wanted this park to capture the magic of its Hollywood and Florida locations, while catering to Japanese audiences. By the turn of the millennium, anticipation was at an all-time high, with promotional campaigns featuring Universal's official mascot for Japan, Woody Woodpecker. On March 31, 2001, Universal Studios Japan officially opened its gates. The response was overwhelming. In its first year alone, the park welcomed over 11 million guests, far exceeding expectations and making it one of the fastest-growing theme parks in the world. The initial lineup of attractions featured many beloved Universal staples, including Jurassic Park the Ride, Jaws, Back to the Future the Ride, and E.T. Adventure, as well as the exclusive Animation Celebration, a show that explored the animation process with a multitude of special effects. The park was divided into themed lands, many of which mirrored those at Universal Studios Florida. Guests could explore Hollywood, New York, San Francisco, Jurassic Park, and Amity Village, as well as a unique Western-themed area that paid tribute to classic American frontier towns. While not based on a specific movie, the Western Land was designed to evoke the look and feel of classic Hollywood westerns, complete with saloons, rustic buildings, and the Wild 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 West stunt show. Despite a record-breaking first year, Universal Studios Japan struggled to maintain its early momentum. The park faced growing competition from Tokyo Disney Sea, which opened in September 2001 and quickly became a guest favourite thanks to its immersive theming and original attractions. But external competition wasn't the only issue Universal Studios Japan had to deal with. By 2002, the park was facing a series of internal scandals that hurt its reputation. Reports surfaced that some restaurants were serving expired food, while health officials found high bacteria levels in drinking fountains. The park also admitted to falsely reporting its use of explosives in certain stunt shows. These controversies led to a drop in attendance, with numbers plunging by 25% in July and August of 2002 compared to the previous year. It was clear that Universal Studios Japan needed to rebuild guest trust and offer new reasons for visitors to return. To combat declining attendance, Universal Studios Japan introduced new attractions and entertainment to keep the park fresh. One of the most significant additions was The Amazing Adventures of Spider-Man, which debuted in 2004. This groundbreaking 3D dark ride combined motion-based vehicles with cutting-edge special effects, quickly becoming one of the park's biggest hits. Other seasonal events such as Halloween Horror Nights were expanded to drive attendance during slower periods. Still, some areas of the park remained underwhelming. The Western area, which had been part of Universal Studios Japan since opening day, struggled to attract guests. Lacking a strong Universal movie tie-in, it was often overlooked in favour of more exciting attractions. Universal Studios saw an opportunity to replace this underperforming section with a fully immersive land based on The Wizard of Oz, drawing from both the classic 1939 film and the hit Broadway musical Wicked. As Universal Studios Japan prepared to transform its struggling Western area into the new Land of Oz, the park needed a strong anchor attraction to draw in visitors. While The Wizard of Oz remained a beloved classic, Universal sought to modernise the land's appeal. Around the same time, One particular adaptation of L. Frank Baum's world was taking the entertainment industry by storm, Wicked. Debuting on Broadway in 2003, Wicked reimagined the world of Oz by telling the untold story of the Wicked Witch of the West, Elphaba, and her complicated friendship with Glinda the Good. Based on Gregory Maguire's 1995 novel, the musical explored themes of friendship, destiny, and the blurred lines between good and evil, offering a fresh perspective on the events leading up to The Wizard of Oz. With music and lyrics by Stephen Schwartz and a book by Winnie Holzman, Wicked became an instant sensation. Audiences were captivated by its soaring ballads, elaborate staging, and powerful performances, particularly from Idina Menzel and Kristin Chenoweth. The show earned 3 Tony Awards, including Best Actress for Menzel, and the show-stopping Defying Gravity became one of the most recognisable songs in modern musical theatre. Financially, Wicked was a major commercial success. By 2005, it had become one of the highest-grossing shows on Broadway, consistently bringing in over $1 million per week at the box office. Its popularity extended beyond New York, leading to a US national tour and a West End production in London, which premiered in 2006. The show's strong ticket sales and critical acclaim cemented its status as a global hit, with more international productions already in development. By 2006, Wicked had yet to debut in Japan, making it a prime candidate for Universal Studios Japan's Land of Oz expansion. Rather than bringing the full Broadway show to Tokyo or Osaka, Universal saw an opportunity to create an exclusive theme park adaptation. This shortened version of Wicked would serve as a centrepiece of the new land, offering guests a spectacular live show unlike anything else in the park. The decision to include Wicked aligned perfectly with Universal's goal of bringing Broadway-caliber entertainment to its theme parks. The show's mass appeal, visually stunning design, and strong emotional resonance made it the ideal choice to lead guests into the world of Oz, while giving Universal Studios Japan an exclusive must-see attraction. The decision to revamp the underperforming Western area into a fully immersive Land of Oz marked a new chapter in the park's history. The Old West area would close in early 2006 for the transformation. Universal Creative embarked on the ambitious project that would transform the 5-hectare space in just 16 weeks. A fledgling design team worked tirelessly in collaboration with Universal Studios Japan, embracing the challenge to reimagine an entire land inspired by L. Frank Baum's timeless classic, The Wonderful Wizard of Oz. The result was a mini-land that transported guests to a world where fantasy and nostalgia intertwined. Opening on July 12, 2006, was the newest land at Universal Studios Japan. Guests stepped through a majestic entrance arch that served as a gateway to Oz. Once inside, visitors found themselves immersed in a realm defined by whimsical architecture and playful details. Fanciful buildings, carefully curated facades, and vibrant colours that recreated the enchanting atmosphere of Munchkin Town and the fabled Emerald City. Every element of the Land of Oz was designed to evoke the magic of its source material. The famed yellow brick road wound its way through the area, inviting guests to follow in the footsteps of Dorothy and her companions. Roaming through the land were costumed characters, the Tin Man, the Lion, and the Scarecrow, providing photo opportunities for visitors to the new area. The Land of Oz opened with only one true ride, the magical Oz Go-Round. This themed carousel featured a striking green colour scheme, with giant emeralds adorning the upper frieze. Riders took their seats on elaborately designed animals, each one evoking a character from Oz. In addition to the carousel, the Land of Oz included Toto and Friends. This animal show was staged in a repurposed theatre, originally used for animal actors. Set against the backdrop of a magical orchard, the performance showcased highly trained dogs, birds, and other animals, executing stunts and tricks. Enhancing the immersive experience were thoughtfully designed dining and retail outlets. The Munchkin Kitchen offered guests a taste of Munchkin Town, serving local specialties in an atmosphere filled with vibrant Oz-themed decor. Meanwhile, the Munchkin Market provided themed merchandise. Visitors could browse through an array of goods featuring beloved characters from both The Wizard of Oz and Wicked. Perhaps the most anticipated aspect of the Land of Oz was its centrepiece attraction. Concealed behind the shimmering gates of the Emerald City, the ultimate draw was a groundbreaking production of Wicked, a show that promised to bring the magic of Broadway to Universal Studios Japan. Opening with The Land on July 12th, Wicked was housed in the newly created Emerald Theatre. The former Wild 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 West stunt show theatre, reimagined with an Emerald City themed facade. Featuring a seating capacity of over 2,000, the theatre was designed to accommodate multiple 35-minute performances each day. Wicked was a condensed adaptation of the hit Broadway musical. Produced in collaboration with Universal Creative and the original Broadway team, the production was tailored specifically for a theme park audience. By streamlining the narrative, the show focused primarily on the evolving friendship between the two lead characters, Elphaba and Glinda, while omitting several roles central to the full Broadway version. Notably absent were Madame Morrible, Dr. Dillamond, Fiyero, Bock and Nessa Rose, allowing for a brisk retelling of the musical based around its first act. Guests entered the Emerald Theatre through the facade that evoked the legendary splendour of Emerald City. Once inside, they were immediately immersed in the world of Wicked, with the stage itself resembling the Clock of the Time Dragon. The production was delivered in a bilingual format, blending Japanese and English lyrics seamlessly to engage both local audiences and international visitors. However, the streamlined plot introduced a number of changes, including the order of the musical numbers. The show opened in the heart of the Emerald City, with a dazzling introduction as Elphaba and Glinda made their entrance. The opening number One Short Day captured the magic and exuberance of Oz. The two friends marvelled at the splendour of their surroundings, celebrating the new beginning that the city represented. This sequence ensured that the production opened with a bang, but also underscored the condensed nature of the production, revealing the first of many differences. The tone then shifted as the Wizard of Oz questioned the origin of the unique bond between Elphaba and Glinda. His inquiry served as the catalyst for a flashback to Shiz University, where the foundation of their friendship was first forged. Elphaba, marked by her striking green skin, was met with fear and ostracism, while the popular blonde Glinda was welcomed and adored. Their tumultuous first encounter was brought to life in the rousing number, What Is This Feeling? Amid the charged atmosphere at Shiz University, Elphaba's pent-up emotions led to an unexpected burst of magic. This pivotal moment was highlighted by the performance of The Wizard and I, in which Elphaba celebrated her innate power and hinted at the destiny that lay ahead. Unlike the Broadway production, this version was notably condensed, with the focus squarely on Elphaba's own self-discovery. As the friendship between the two lead characters grew, the production transitioned into popular. In this light-hearted yet poignant moment, Glinda embraced her role as both a mentor and a friend, inviting Elphaba into her world and teaching her the art of social grace. This sequence further cemented the bond between the two characters, setting the stage for the dramatic climax that was about to follow. Returning to the grandeur of the Emerald City Palace, the wizard challenged Elphaba to prove her powers by reciting a spell from the magical grimoire. Under the spotlight, Elphaba's intended levitation spell went awry, causing Chistery the monkey to sprout wings. This unexpected twist propelled Elphaba into a decisive act of rebellion. In a dramatic turn, she seized the grimoire and escaped the confines of the palace alongside Glinda. The climax of the production was marked by a breathtaking rendition of Defying Gravity. In this iconic sequence, Elphaba prepared to soar on her broom. The emotional intensity of the moment was present, even in its abbreviated form. Before her dramatic departure, Elphaba and Glinda shared a tender farewell, in the duet For Good, a moment that encapsulated the evolution of their relationship. The show transitioned once again into Defying Gravity, as Elphaba soared above the stage for a dramatic close as the curtain fell. With its streamlined plot, bilingual performances, and innovative staging within the Emerald Theatre, the show provided a unique theatrical experience that was both familiar and refreshingly new. While it reimagined key elements of the Broadway hit to suit the theme park environment, it retained the core essence of Wicked, offering Universal Studios visitors a memorable glimpse into the untold story of Oz. In the wake of the Land of Oz's initial success, Universal Studios Japan experienced an uptick in attendance. The transformation of the old Western area had worked to breathe new life into the park. Riding on this wave of renewed interest, Universal Studios Japan continued to expand its repertoire of attractions in the following years. In 2007, the park unveiled Hollywood Dream the Ride, a new B&M roller coaster that threaded its way through the front of the park. Just a few years later in 2010, the park further diversified its offerings with the introduction of Space Fantasy, an attraction that transported guests into a futuristic adventure beyond Earth. During this period of rapid expansion and reinvention, the theatrical landscape in Japan was also evolving. On June 17, 2007, Tokyo welcomed a full-scale Japanese production of Wicked by the renowned Shiki Theatre Company. This production, faithful to the original Broadway version, yet tailored to resonate with Japanese audiences, quickly garnered widespread acclaim. With its elaborate sets, powerful performances, and extended run times, the Tokyo version of Wicked offered a more comprehensive adaptation of the musical. As a result, the abridged version showcased at Universal Studios Japan began to seem less relevant to the audience that now had access to a full production closer to home. Despite this, Universal Studios Japan continued to draw record crowds. By 2010, the park's annual attendance had climbed to 8 million visitors. The steady growth in attendance was a clear indication that the park's strategy of continuously reinventing its offerings was resonating with the public. Yet with this success came a new challenge: appealing to an even broader demographic, particularly younger visitors. Recognising the need to create an environment that was more family-friendly, the park made a strategic decision in January 2011 to retire the Land of Oz. The beloved yellow brick road was closed forever, paving the way for a radical transformation of the area. The former land, which had once been defined by its connection to the magical world of Oz and the legendary witches, was reborn as Universal Wonderland. This new theme was designed to complement the adjacent Snoopy Studios area, further expanding the park's offering for children. In the new Universal Wonderland, guests encountered familiar family-friendly characters, Elmo, Hello Kitty, and Snoopy, inviting children and parents alike to explore a world filled with bright colours, interactive experiences, and brand new rides. Yet amid the changes, one remnant of the Land of Oz remained. Big Bird's Big Top Circus is in fact a re-theme of the former Magical Oz Go-Round, linking the new land to the area it replaced. While the Emerald Theatre and the Land of Oz have long since vanished from Universal Studios Japan, the continued popularity of the Wicked musical and its recent 2024 film adaptation has rekindled interest in Oz's timeless tale. New theme park attractions have begun to emerge, including the Wizard of Oz precinct at Warner Bros. Movie World on Australia's Gold Coast. This new land features 2 roller coasters and allows fans of the series to once again step into the Land of Oz.